Hello pilots and welcome back to Flight Academy Season 9, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil and today is game 8 of our season. We are very much over the third way point of the season, just over the quarter of the way through. We've still got plenty of games after this, so don't worry, but we do have Scum versus Resistance. It's Wes versus Ned. It's Bounty Hunters versus the Bounty. It's going to be a really cracking game to see how this goes. A lot of shenanigans on Wes's side because he is obviously Scum, and some cool tricks on Ned. So I'm really excited to see how this game goes. Now, the scenario for this one is scramble the transmissions, and if you want to see the lists, they are in the description below. We also have the format rules and list video in the playlist, which goes into a little bit more depth about all of the lists and a few thoughts on what we think of them, which is, I think they're all brilliant. There's some really cool lists in here, but let us know in the comments what you would fly in Flight Academy. 10 points. Must have a large base ship, must have a small base ship, 1 Proton, weapon, no lone wolf. Other than that, have your fill. Oh, and no standard loadouts. Thank you, Ned. You forced us to take those out. But back to the game. That's an aggressive move up there from Cad and Bossk. They've clearly identified that Chewbacca is the one to take out first. He is 6 points. He does have a lot of health, so if Wes can chew through that quite quickly, this could be quite dangerous. Oh, that's going a bit too far around for what Wes would have liked. He would have loved for that to have landed in Cad Bane's bullseye. All of his special weapons are bullseye focused, and his ability dead to rights is all about that bullseye, so that would have been absolutely fantastic there. But ZZ just moving quickly up the board. Going to be grabbing a lock onto Bossk. Again, Bossk is an absolute monster to chew through. He's got 12 health, but he's only got 1 evade. So there we go. It's a target lock into a red boost there. Again, I don't think quite got a bullseye on there, but Ned won't mind. He's still got a shot into Bossk, and Bossk can't use any of his tricky abilities with 000 BT1 and his... Well, he's basically only got his own ability there as an option, but ZZ, not a great shot. Just the 1 hit, and questions for Wes. Does he spend that focus to keep Bossk at full health, or does he... Yeah, he's going to spend it to basically go, no thank you, I'm okay. And obviously Ned has initiative, so it will be Chewie to shoot first, which is a little bit disappointing for him because he's got Notorious. He's really wanting to utilize that to get some strains out, but I think we might have missed who had initiative here, because it looks like Bossk might be about to try and jump the order and take a shot there. And maybe wishing he hadn't spent that focus, but you know what, it's okay. 2 hits into Chewie, range 3, 1 shield down. Ooh, looks like there was actually a crit in there, so Bossk is going to trigger his ability, and that's actually 2 shields down on Chewie. And I'm thinking, no, they still haven't... Oh, I think I've seen Ned load up some red dice into his cup. Yeah, they figured out that they've got the order wrong. Fortunately, the only real trigger that would have happened there was the spend of the focus and Notorious, which wouldn't have been able to trigger onto CAD, but that's some damage into CAD. CAD is going to shoot back. Possible miss of Snapshot there, by the way, because it looks like this is all at range 2. They're saying that CAD boosted into range 2 and Snapshot doesn't trigger off of a boost. But CAD is now strained from the Notorious, and Chewie is down to... Oh, that looks like it was a direct hit onto Chewie there. Oh, not quite half points, but still Chewie has taken a big pounding there. 5 points of damage already there. All for some shields on CAD, less than ideal. But Ned has got the initiative. Well, it looks like Wes has actually got the initiative, sorry. We're seeing a stop from Bossk and an aggressive one forward right at Chewie there from CAD. No spend of contraband cybernetics there for Bossk. I kind of would have assumed maybe spending contraband cybernetics and then getting that objective there, but clearly that's not the play he's going for. But CAD is grabbing that objective at the top right there. Chewie looks like he's not going to be able to clear. He's looking to do the 3 hard. They're marking CAD up to see... Yeah, Chewie's not going to... No, Chewie is not going to fit that, unfortunately. Yeah, when you put CAD's base back in, Chewie is not getting round there. So he's going to have to go further back, which is not ideal. Because Chewie does now not have the option to catch that objective back off CAD there. And now the fun, tricky mechanics of obviously having to get the ships into the right place. You'd think we only asked them to bring 2 ships. Yes, we reduced the board size, but maybe they could somehow not bump. But no, we still get lots of bumps in Flight Academy. I suppose when you've got large base ships, they take up a fair amount of room. But Chewie has taken the red focus there. Now curious to see what Zizi did. Did Zizi expect the stop? Oh, it looks very much like Zizi was actually anticipating that stop. Zizi's already got the target lock there. We are more than likely just going to see the focus, and we are going to see the rockets being launched there. This is not going to be a nice day for Bossk at all. Oh, not a lot of paint there. So target lock doesn't reroll that on, but it's going to be 4 going into Bossk here. So definitely shields down. The debate is the dice cocked, is it not? They're saying it is not cocked, so that is going to be 3 shields and a hull there. Now I believe that might be yeah, there is a crit there at the end, and that was a direct hit. So 2 crits, 2 direct hits so far. Again, both of those large race ships just above half points now. One more on each ship, and it is half points. It is Wes to go next, so he is going to have the advantage there. Bossk, 100%, going to be shooting into Chewie. Got that stress, so can turn one into a crit, which can then trigger Bosk's ability. It's going to be... This could be a bad day for Chewie. Cad then gets a shot as well, which, again, it's only range 0, but got the bullseye, so dead to rights would be live, so wouldn't be able to spend that focus. The focus has to be spent here. Ooh, just double checking if ZZ is actually the better opportunity. I honestly think you've got to just go in for Chewie. Yes, it's at range 3, but you've got tricks. Oh, that's not good. You would hope for more. Chewie gets the evade, so nothing. Oh no, look. Yeah, Chewie's got the evade, so he should still be on 6 points. But Cad Bane now going in, 2 hits. Oh, getting them both through as well. So Chewie definitely half pointed now. But spending Notorious on to Cad, great plan, because that's going to be where the shot is going in. Range 0 into Cad. Cad has no tokens to spend, and only 1 evade dice for this. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Nothing there. So a blank and 2 focuses. That was very unfortunate for Ned there. Chewie down to half. A really good shot for the Protons from ZZ though, but Chewie really hoping to put a bit more damage to Cad, especially whilst he was strained. But it's going to be 2 additional points there for Wes, because he's the only one with an objective, and when you hold more, you score more. So that should be updated to 5 at some point. But I think the positioning favour is actually not too bad for Ned. He's got raised Millennium Falcon on Chewie, so he can do... He could have done a sloop if he wanted, and even though he's stressed, but electing for the 3 bank and then boots. Interesting. Okay, not quite. Not would have been what I would have done. But Cad Bane looks like we're going to be getting a Talon roll out of Cad. Is this going to get him a heavy laser cannon on? I think that boost might have just wait for Wes's arm to come out of the way just to double check that, but I think that boost could possibly have put Chewie in Cad's bullseye there. Yeah, I think that boost actually moved Chewie into Cad's bullseye there, which means that heavy laser cannon and dead to rights is all on. The 1 forward from Bossk keeps that arc on as well, so this is going to be a bad time for Chewbacca here. If Chewie survives this, it will be incredibly impressive. Looks like ZZ is just fitting that nicely in behind Bossk as well. Shame you don't have 2 charges of Prockets, but that is going to be a range 1 shot with Predator in the rear and a focus. So potential for a lot of damage to go through there. But we're going to see BT1 trigger as well, putting the stress onto ZZ. Won't be able to take the most of that for the 000 trigger, but still to have that there makes ZZ a bit more predictable in the movement next stage. So that is 2 hits and a crit there from the Predator reroll. Oh, that is all going through. That is Bossk half pointed there. Let's see what that crit is. Not being flip face down, it is a structural damage on a 1 agility ship. Structural damage is just really a kick in the teeth there. Bossk is now in a very unfortunate position with only 4 hull left, but can look to capitalize. And oh, Ned's got initiative, so Chewbacca does get to shoot first. 2 hits more into Bossk, no evades, down to 2 health. So Bossk obviously survives this round. Would have got to shoot anyway, but oh, it's getting very dicey now. Got that focus, may as well spend it. 2 hits into Chewbacca. Range 2 by the look of it, so only the 1. So 1 is definitely going through. Oh, stress. Forgot about that. Turning that up to a crit. So 1 going through, flipping that down for 2 damage instead. Almost basically saying guaranteeing it being a direct hit without having to pull it there. The big question is, does Notorious trigger there? Does CAD has, oh, that is range 3. I'm not sure if it's range 3 bullseye though. Let's see how many dice are pulled up. If it's 4, it's heavy laser. If it's not, it's 4, that's heavy laser. That is Chewie gone. Chewie is down. Big turn there for Wes. He needed to take Chewie out before Bossk went down. Gives him a huge points advantage. He's now got the 6 points from taking him out, but Chewie does get a final parting shot. Which gets Bossk down to 1. Oh, that would have been really nice for Ned if he had managed to take out Bossk at the same time. Had a reroll there, not sure what for, but Chewie is down. Bossk is still on the table. CAD is still on the table. ZZ is undamaged. It's 10 points to 3. There are less than 10 seconds. The dials are down. The timer is gone. Contraband cybernetics for the 0. Well, no, just the 0 slot. They're not even contraband. There is nothing now that Ned can do to win this game, but it does come down to how many ships are left on the board for the overall points tally. If it's a bump from ZZ, so it's going to be a range 0 shot into Bossk, so that is going to be another 3 points there, unless it's an absolute whiff. which it's not. That's Bossk down. So some big points there for Ned. Gets a point on the leaderboard as well. Can Cad Bane do a miracle here? Can Cad Bane take out ZZ in one shot and score Wes the maximum 5 points for the table? It's not going to be easy, but it can potentially be done. Now ZZ's got that bonus, done the bonus. Oh, that looks like it might actually be range 2. It's definitely bullseye. The green dice, the green token is not going to have any effect. Is this heavy laser or is this Prockets? It's heavy laser. That's 3 hits. Oh my gosh, that's ZZ down to 1. That is ZZ down to 1. They completely missed, and it's heavy laser. They tried to put the crit out there. I wasn't paying attention when I was doing the overlay. I do correct it. It is only 3 damage. ZZ does survive because heavy laser, crits get turned down to hits. So ZZ does live with 1. So, but it was so close. Nearly managed to take out both ships in the end there. But what a game. It actually ends 12-6 in Wes's favour. Such a fantastic game. Great positioning from Wes there. Great procket from ZZ early on. Unfortunately, Chewy was less than efficient, but still a fantastic game. But guys, that's game 8 for you of the season. As I said, we've got plenty more games to go. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.